Hey there everybody, Milknyte here, and welcome to the next part of Akiba strip, Undead Undressed. We've done everyone's route except Shion's and the sister route. We're going to do Shion's route today. I'm going to get through that. Naturally I'll be skipping through the repeated dialogue that we've all come to know and love at the beginning. But obviously when we get to the Shion, because the thing is with Shion's route, it's actually, it does change the game's dynamic up somewhat, story-wise. When we get to that part, that's when I won't be skipping. Anyway, let's see. We're good with what we have. We've gone full degenerate pretty much with the cat ears and the edgelord sword. As well as the fan servicey outfits. In fact, let's maybe change our underwear up. So we have. Oh, there's the red ones. Yeah, I feel like we need something on our legs, TBH, when we put on underwear. There we go. It looks. We're ready to rock and roll this time around, I guess. Okay, let's begin and actually go through the motions until we get to Shion's route. We have to, I think we have to make an arbitrary decision at one point between the three. Because there isn't an option for Shion, I don't think. Or maybe there is, I can't remember. No, there is an option for her. Anyway, let's skip the intro. We've already seen through it. If you really care that much about the beginning part that I'm going to be skipping through, just watch the Shizuku route, and it's the same deal. Just with, well, Shizuku being the main ending. It's like Groundhog Day. I'm wondering if Akiba's Beat will have something like this. Probably not. I did read online it's more like a Tales of Lake game. A very poor Tales of Lake. Although it is set around one day on a Sunday, which repeats. So I suppose that's kind of convenient. Good stuff. The usual start. Time to get hit, then time to drink blood, then time to go through the beginning parts like we always do. The story will diverge more the more we favour Shion. Last ending we did was Rin's, wasn't it? Which was okay, I guess. I enjoyed Toko's ending. Toko's felt more canon than Shizuku's, in my opinion, because of the whole best friends turn lovers kind of ending. But still having that kinship involved. Adding more of a nuance to their relationship, which was kind of cool. Oh look, it's the emails that we've read through once. This area sure likes to get a bit laggy, doesn't it? Time to get to fighting. Oh, hello, sis, again.
I hadn't heard from you in 3 days.
I gotta hear the voice once. We've picked all of the options with Sister when it comes to the dialogue. There's nothing new to hear. Until we end up doing her route, which is a bit trickier than the other routes. In fact, I'm probably going to have a little guide off to the side of me just so I don't miss one mission. There's like 6 of them, and you can miss one of them if you don't check in with a few people. Sister's walking animation's awesome. What if you can unlock it? You probably can.
This place. Is this Mogra?
Yeah, we're doing the Mogra stuff. We'll take Katie with us or Cardi with us to the arena because it's neutral, of course. I mean, to be honest, it's going to be a while till we bump into Shion for the first time, actually. Cardi. Because we need to remain as neutral as possible. I hate it when that happens with the camera, by the way. Like, you'll go to move and then, like, you'll automatically turn the other way around. A lot of old games do that kind of thing. Resident Evil was, like, infamous for that kind of thing. Old Resident Evil. I'll have to play Resident Evil again at some point. Maybe some of the older ones. Or even the remakes for that matter. I guarantee if I play Zero, though, I'm going to need a guide for it. Because I don't remember Zero very much.
Let's go. Yo.
chain them all beautifully.
Don't make me angry.
Oh, I got the technician title. Not bad.
Well done.
Hey, welcome back. Man,
Oh yeah, I've got to put the dialogue on auto for when we have the actual conversations with Shion.
We fight.
Let's go.
Oh wow, I've chained him again. Seems to be a running theme.
Don't make me angry.
I guess that just goes to show how good the easy one is when it comes to like chain hitting people. I just realised we're gonna go for the blue Xenia bit again as well. Ugh. Actually, I don't know. Do we have to fight Xenia through the Shion route?
Don't.
Ah, the sister. We have to do this mission. This is like the first mission on the sister route, just so you know. It's counterproductive to get her route on the route. Like, we need to have a route specifically planned for her in one save. Which we'll do in the next run after Shion's route.
Here.
Yeah, I guess
Bye.
the guy wearing his outfit is just randomized. Like, we had one instance where he was wearing yellow. Hey look, it's Neptune. You know something? I'm probably gonna have to play Mega Dimension again. I'll probably do my New Game Plus run of
Thank
it,
you.
just for time convenience. I need to get through it regularly on my games. I've already got a save already enabled that's halfway through. So it means I've got to go through the whole game again just to play it again, but I don't mind. Mega Dimension's a fun game. I could show off my giant EP with the ridiculous levels that I have. And everyone will be like, oh my god, you're so cheap. like that. Doesn't matter. Right, anti-material rifle. I'm just seeing if there's any big weapons we can use. We could use the radio tower. Definitely a bus stop. Jeez, how many golf did I get? Probably from Yamaguchi way too much. Oh no, not my legit league. Don't want to do that. It's a good weapon. Plastic bat at 17. Okay, we're good.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
Godlike. Oh, it's only a little bit off from being maxed. I may as well, if I can. That keyboard should be enough to do it. But I'll be a bit more cautious and see if there's anything else. Laptop could probably do it. Yeah, we're good with those.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
Yes, sweet. 999, maxed out basically. I could have done the clothing too.
Huh? What?
But it's fine. Right, we're patrolling the side streets. Half this game is bloody patrolling. Right, I think here's where we first see Shion.
Okay. Good to count then. Let's go.
We won, somehow. But I don't understand. Our attackers didn't seem to be synthesters at all. Who's there?
There's Shion.
Bravo. Absolutely marvelous. Why, your physical prowess is simply staggering.
One of the organization's executives, I fear. Who are you?
Before I answer that, please accept my apologies. The men you stripped just now are my subordinates. I'm very sorry if they took you by surprise. My name is Shion Kasugai. I'm the CEO, the president of Daishihan Pharmaceuticals.
The president of a drug conglomerate? What could you possibly want with us?
This town, Akiba, has hosted many strange happenings of late, wouldn't you agree? So many reports of random attacks, their victims left in inexplicable lethargy. But who are these attackers? Is there a roving gang of degenerates on the loose? Or is there something more to this? I simply must know.
So you're investigating the synthesters?
Oh, synthesters, you say? Is that what the perpetrators are calling themselves?
Damn.
If you know the proper term for them, well, how to put this delicately,
I gotta skip.
you're clearly involved.
There's no
What?
affection choices here yet. We'll probably get one soon enough. little camera app that she made. Yeah, we're on track. Now we're at the Ren concert, I think. Yep, it's all coming back to me. Hello, my sheeplings. Ugh, the amount of times she was like saying that in the
Let's
herb
take 'em
route.
down. Let's do this. One, two. Don't make me angry.
Like a pro. Yeah, this is why Easily maxed out is like a thing to behold. Stripping becomes an art form at this point. Like it really does, especially for underwear grabbing.
What's going on? Was there a fight?
Damn.
See to the side streets. More caddy stuff, and then we end up bumping into Soga. Caddy really does feel like leftover content in this game. Like, at least Sora in the Hellbound and Debriefed had some sort of purpose to the story with her being super secret agent maid kind of storyline. But Caddy's just kind of exchange student that just happens to be there. I guess maybe they felt they couldn't outdo what Sora was in the original, so they downplayed it with Caddy. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a cool character. It's just, well, she doesn't really have much of a backstory other than she's from Finland and she's an exchange student, being a maid. And plus there's no ending with her, which sucks, because I kind of was hoping you could get an ending with her.
We have.
Mind you, the character trait of her getting her English phrases the wrong way round is actually a pretty cool trait. A cool trait in a hilariously unintentional way.
Oh! We meet again. Quite a strange coincidence, wouldn't you say?
This will give us the option to...
Oh, I assure you. Very hard, in fact. So much so that I took the first chance I could find to slip away. Even CEOs need their leisure time. So, have you been making use of the app I gave you? Excellent. I'm glad to hear it's been helpful. Thanks to all this stimulating research material, I've been feeling rather good about myself these days, for the first time in a long while. Where did the synthesters come from? And to what end are they stealing life energy from humans? Why are they weak to sunlight? And what gives them their superhuman strength? And Through what process does one become a synthester in the first place? I have so many questions, it makes me feel like a little girl again. Look over there. The group gathered around that bargain sale is wearing awfully thick clothes for this time of year, aren't they? This looks like a job for my Synthester app. And bingo!
The hell are you looking at?
Oh no, self-defense is very much a lady's prerogative, you know.
You're Synthester hunters!
Worthless scum! How can you stand against our glorious vision?
We've been promised S-rank rare goods for defeating you, so now you die in the name of limited edition strippers and figure variants!
God, that guy's annoying. But like, I'm not gonna lie, the guy before him really did put his all into that into those lines. It felt like a final boss lackey kind of deal. And then that one guy comes along and just sounds like he's chewing on the
Let's
English
go.
language.
Okay.
Killjoy.
Don't make me angry.
Let's go.
Are you all right? I do hope you weren't injured.
Welcome
Me?
back.
Well, I'll have to send my clothes to the cleaners, but other than that, I'm fine.
We're doing
However,
Shion's route
you
today.
heard what that
The
brute
best route.
said, no?
I'm not joking, by
It
the
would
way.
seem there's a reward on your head. And the heads of your friends, I'd assume.
Next
This
to
won't be the
Toko's
last
route.
of them. More and more will come after you now. Nothing motivates a miscreant like greed. I believe that warrants a report back to the other freedom fighters, no? Well, until we meet again, little boy. Things are certainly heating up, aren't they?
Yeah, go back to Moga and do the new plan of attack. We got to have a bit of affection with Shion and fight some synthesizers off. Where's the underwear that I took off?
Oh.
There we are. Is that the only one that was there? There's two more here.
Ah,
This camera sometimes, I swear. Okay, let's go back to Mogra. Or Mogra, as I like to sometimes call it. Which bit are we at now? Can I skip this bit?
looks like everybody's here. So let's get this strategy meeting underway.
Chief, I'd like to point out that our
Oh, the bit where we fall asleep. I get it. I remember this bit. Shizuku steps out and we have to like catch up with her. And we get to fight. Hello Zenya, good to see you again. This is gonna go fast though. We have a maxed out fucking Izuyoi. Yeah, that's fast. That's what happens when you have a god like Easy Eye. You can just smack up people and run them. And then Rin rescues us, and then he runs off. Off to Mogret again. Oh, Shion's in again. Is this where we have to decide on what method we want to go with? Yes, yes. So, yeah, Shion's going to give us the ability to take drugs that her company's made, I guess. So we're going to go with Shion's decision.
Wise choice.
We're going to get ourselves roided
I
up.
think that's a mistake, but whatever. Just remember, basic training could do you good. Grow you some muscles. And some guts, too.
Come along, then. No time for chit-chat.
Like how Toko
The
shames you
battle
for picking
arena
this
should
route.
work well enough for our purposes.
Knock 'em dead, kid.
Physically, you are quite the exemplar, even by Synthester standards. But your actual combat performance is merely adequate, given what you should be capable of. I fear that perhaps your muscle memory is holding you back, remnants of your humanity serving as a limiter of sorts. To combat this rift between ability and skill, I present you with our newest experimental energy drink, Bald Bull. Loaded with an absolutely irresponsible amount of traditional Chinese herbs, this elixir will stimulate every cell in your body and open those eyes nice and wide. You won't even be able to measure the extent of your abilities anymore, and all those nasty limiters in your mind will be yesterday's news. Oh, but don't worry, no illegal substances were used in the making of this concoction. It's perfectly safe, I swear.
I'm sure it is.
All right, now face the woman of mystery. The difficulty level for this match is very hard, so please don't fret if you lose.
Okay, time to strip Shion.
Launch! Here we go! Whoa!
Where'd I go? Oh, my. Quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed. The way you stripped my clothes off without a hint of shame or hesitation, c'est magnifique. However, I can't say I approve of you freely gawking at my body, so please do return my clothes to me. Now. Well, it certainly was quite an experience being out in the open in nothing but the bare essentials. But that aside,
That face.
I'd consider this a wonderfully successful field test for bald bull.
This is why Shion's great. Oh, we get to do her special attack. I think you might have seen it once.
So, why don't you and I carry on a bit and see just how long all these beautiful effects can last?
I'll do her special attack anyway.
Stay down.
The wicked must be punished. It's not over yet. I feel better.
Like a demon.
Like a demon.
I think it's time for bed.
You okay? Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, that voice line, like a demon, was so great.
My, such potency. And your stamina. I thought you'd never stop. This little trial of ours has gone beyond my wildest hopes.
Okie dokie, now. Back to Mogra. I think we're back en route now for the next part.
Hey, done with your training, huh?
Yeah, we're back en route. It's gonna be a while till the next Shion interaction. I just wish that Shion's route was like an incentive to defeat Xenia fast. And then, yeah, this dude pops up, I remember him. Sakaguchi. I called him Yamaguchi, I didn't mean to. Sakaguchi, not Yamaguchi. Isn't Yamaguchi a place in Japan now? Sure it is. Oh boy, we're back with Shion again. Junk Street.
We fight.
Let's go.
I'm good to go. Here we go. Here we go.
Still cool.
Don't make me angry. Come on.
Hey, you!
Say no.
Almost picked the Shizuku affection. That would ruin the route. Then we have to fight Armo after this. What's that?
Good to go. Here we go.
The later leveled up, sweet.
Don't make
the dialogue again, because we've got Xenia to deal with. Can't wait to fight him for the second time.
Well, guess we won.
Akamori Shrine. Yeah, this is all en route so far. We get told we're her familiar. And then she reveals they're sisters, I believe. Actually, it might be a bit later. I just remembered. It's when Rin's knocked out, isn't it?
Wow, that's...
Jeez.
I never give these bums any money. Man, this area is so laggy. Because of all the NPCs. Excuse me. Jeez. LA fever. Pollen count is quite high today. I mean, it's like 17 degrees now. It's quite warm.
Let's go! Ready to go! Come Don't make me angry. Hey, you! Don't make me angry.
Over here! Here we go!
One, two,
Almost.
let's go.
Yeah, yeah, here we go! Yeah! This is not happening!
Man, the frame rate took a nosedive there. Shion, gotta
That's a
mention
good
Shion.
idea. Next time she comes into the bar, we'll do exactly that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll talk to Shion.
seems like Rin knows Shizuku too, so... I guess the game's afoot. We've definitely got plenty to report this time around, so we should get back to Mogra on the double.
Sounds like a plan.
You saw Rin being chased by Daishihan flunkies? The hell's that about?
That's what we'd like to know. I mean, there has to be a damn good story there. Also, it seems like Rin knows Shizuku.
That's...
Yes, yes! Enough moping! It's time for a big announcement!
Oh, the Strip Prism Festival. Gotta remain neutral here. Because Shion is never involved in this, so... Then we're gonna get the arcade board delivered, is it? Yeah, arcade board.
No escape!
Let's go!
Here we go!
Don't make me angry.
That's pretty quick and easy. I didn't have as much problem with that as I did that one time. It looks a bit like Goku's symbol off the back of the orange uniform. Might not be. Looks a bit similar though. Knowing my look, it's probably some coffee place advert or something. Fursuit Chiodon. That should be an outfit you can unlock. Actually, it might be unlockable, or you might be able to buy it from one of the vendors. Oh, they actually strip one person themselves. That's rather amusing. Like the AI was competent enough in at least dealing with one person.
Bravo! Bellissimo! What a great show! Stripperism rules!
Back to Mogra again. Come on, we need more Shion time, game.
Sounds like the cosplay contest went well. I regret not going.
Yes, the Akiba freedom fighters have certainly leveled up.
Good PR move, too.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you say that. Still, I doubt that Rin's distrust of me is quite so personal.
What do you mean?
She may be a bit disillusioned with Daishihan Pharmaceuticals as a whole.
Huh. But doesn't she work as an ad girl for you guys? Don't tell me she's being underpaid.
Our remuneration is most generous, I assure you. Rin must have found something relating to the synthesters. Within the company, I should be the only person aware of the synthester's existence. But some of our employees may well be perceptive enough to have caught on themselves, partially at least. And among them, some might be unsavory enough to exploit what they know for personal gain. Which could give Rin the impression that I'd be in league with their nefarious tricks.
That's quite a theory.
It's quite a stretch.
Sounds like you might have a few ideas what these nefarious tricks are, unless I'm completely off the mark on that.
Well, I may be the CEO, but that doesn't mean I know everything that happens within our walls. Still, I may know where to start looking for answers at least. And I hope you believe me when I tell you I truly wish to give you my full assistance. For starters, I think I may snoop around the office a bit. If I find anything, I'll be sure to let you know right away.
Okay, how about if we just meet with Rin and just straight up, ask her what she meant? After patrol time, I guess. First things first, right? Let's start with Main Street today.
We're with Kaito, aren't we now, for a bit? Okay, we're skipping this part because we just get attacked and Kaito's talking about getting surfacer for his models.
Let's go.
I love that line. Emotional damage.
Let's go. Let's go. Why you? Let's go.
Oh, hi me. We're doing the Shion route today.
Yeah.
We're still going through sections that we're familiar with. Obviously, I'll stop skipping when we get to the Shion parts.
You got attacked by thugs?
Thugs in suits. And we're gonna go see Rin. And then she's gonna tell us about Daishihan Pharmaceuticals.
So Rin's actually offered to join us, huh?
I mean, I don't blame you. So I mean, to someone who who hasn't really, I suppose, played much of it or whatever, the characters are probably going to be pretty forgettable. I mean, the only reason I know them is because I've played through each ending, like at full length. But I'm just skipping through all the repeated parts because it's just it is obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. It's like an even worse version of Way of the Samurai in a lot of ways.
Hmm?
The worst part is, in Way of the Samurai, there's at least some level of freedom of which story branches you want to take. In this, you're just stuck on a shitty route until you get like the option to make one or two choices that change your route, which is like the worst way you could have handled it. But I mean, let's not forget the fact that you fight Xenia Armo 4 times near enough. Yeah, I'm sure it's 4 times.
We fight.
So much of the game's like BS would be undercut so much if you could just take out Xenia right from the Hello again, Xenia, for like the 3rd time. I hate this guy so much. Yeah, I think out of all the characters in this game, Xenia is by far the worst. He's just irritating. Him and Nobu deserve their own special place of bottom tier annoyance, to be honest.
So pop idols can be night eaters?
Yeah, we find out she's a night eater.
Oh, well, thank goodness you got all the good genes.
Sorry,
Their
I just want to hear this
adorability
bit
is some
again.
kind of miracle. I'm gonna pat your head now. Pat, pat.
Somebody help. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
What a charming little lady.
Now listen.
It's probably the best part with Red, to be honest. Aha, there we go. Interaction.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll do all I can to reward your faith with the best information I can find. At any rate, I believe I've told you all I know. If I discover anything useful, I'll be sure to contact you again post-haste. Though I may not be CEO for much longer.
Shion, Kasugai, how far can we trust you?
Okay, so Miss Kasugai's looking into the Daishihan stuff, right? So let's get back to the problem we got. Zenya...
Yes, we get it. Xenia fights at the arena.
False.
I've got you. Good to go.
At least we dealt with him.
I come from...
Yes, we get it. We know where you're from. We're just here for the Shion parts.
Hello? Ah, good, you're here. Could I have a moment of your time? I have a small favor to ask, you see. I don't know how to say this, but could I impose upon you to give me a small amount of your blood?
Are you going to drink it?
Perhaps I should explain. As you might recall, I began studying your genetic profile not long after we met. Well, it's been quite some time since I last examined the sample I took from you, so I thought a follow-up might be in order. You are, after all, a rather unique case, existing as both a synthester and a night eater at the same time. And I do feel obligated to help find some means of returning you to human form. So if you'd please give me your left hand, this will only take a moment. Yep, there we are. I'll take this back to the lab at once and see what I can uncover. But before I go, I thought I should tell you, you seem like a new man these days. And I mean that in the best possible way, of course. The first time we spoke, you seemed unreliable, as if you'd fallen into a stream and were just allowing the current to carry you where it may. But now, you act of your own volition, with your own goals and desires at the forefront of your mind. It's clear just how much you care for this town, and for your freedom fighter companions. Good to see your sense of humor hasn't changed, but you mustn't tease your big sister so. If I learn anything interesting from the blood test, I'll be sure to let you know. Until we meet again, mon ami.
Huh? Wait, was that Shion Kasugai? What did she want with you?
She certainly seemed cheerful.
be that way. Anyway, isn't it about time for you to go on patrol?
I'll go with you today.
As will I. You've been working my sister ragged. It's about time you give someone else a chance.
Let's go then, to Junk Street. We're off!
Okay, I think this is where things split differently. Because these two are going with us.
Is something wrong, Rin?
It's just nagging at me. Shion Katsugai swears she has no connection to the organization, right? But if that's the case, what's she after? Why is she even involved with the Freedom Fighters? And with you?
When we first met, she said she was only interested to learn more about the synthesters.
That's what I mean, though. Why would she be studying them? What does she hope to gain from it? And once she finds whatever she's looking for, what is she planning to do with it? It just doesn't add up. Ugh, I am constantly amazed at your oafishness. It's like your brain's a paperweight.
Well, she's not wrong though.
It's okay. Miss Kasugai is one of the holy knights who loves Akiba, just like us. I'm certain Akiba is at the front of her mind in all she does.
I wish I could believe that. But right now, we've got bigger problems. Those people over there are synthesters. Kati, you need to get somewhere safe.
I'll cheer for you from nearby. Good luck in the fight.
Cue the music, and let's rock! Let's do this.
Little.
Don't make me think.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Also, here we go.
Will I ever play Danganronpa? I don't know, to be honest.
Phew. Well, that takes care of that, I guess. You don't seem to be any worse for wear, so I'd call this mission complete. So, Kati, you want to get some tea before heading back? Without him, of course. Something wrong, Kati?
Is it just a visual novel? If it's a visual novel only, then I'm not probably going to play it. To be honest. Because unless there's some sort of like gameplay in between, then I don't care for it all that much, I guess. No offense, I mean, the thing is, visual novels, like, I guess it's an acquired taste for some, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't like it. I wonder what's gotten into her. Kati! Hey! Pull yourself together!
It's linear gameplay. What do the gameplay
Her
sections?
eyes don't even seem to be in focus. Wait, I'm sensing...
What do they consist of?
No, it couldn't be.
Call out to her all you want. She won't respond.
Big brother!
I have some business with her, I'm
Katie gets
sorry to
possessed
say.
here, I think.
But don't worry, I will do nothing improper. You have my word. You see, I'm lacking in pawns now, thanks to Zenya's defeat. So I'll be borrowing your maid for a spell. My plan is nearly complete. The final moment is at hand. Come, my little foreign princess.
Kati is under your control?
She has a special gift. When I saw her before, I must admit, it surprised me. Hurry now. We must be off.
Wait! Big brother! I don't sense his presence anymore.
And they're giving Kali more of a purpose in this.
Damn it.
Alexa.
Even I couldn't stop this from happening. I can't believe he'd actually take control of Kati.
Examining, investigating, and going between
Brother.
locations.
Well, we can't just stand around feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to let the others know what happened. Let's get back to Mogra.
Nothing on my end either. I spoke with the super at Kati's building, but it seems she hasn't gone home.
Been a long time since she vanished, too. Sure hope she's okay.
Phone's going straight to voicemail, and she's not answering any of my emails.
We can't even track her by GPS if her phone isn't on.
I sent the word out to everybody I know in town. Told them to call me right away if anybody sees her.
GPS isn't
I've been
that
checking
accurate,
Pitter,
surely.
but no one said anything about a foreign maid. Without Raiko around, Mogra feels so sad and lonely.
Yeah, don't know when it happened, but she really came to be like the Freedom Fighters mascot.
It's my fault. I was there, but I wasn't able to save her.
Don't blame yourself, Rin. If anyone should be blamed, it's me. I'm the one who got you all mixed up in this in the first place.
Okay, seriously, just stop. You are like the two most guilt-ridden people I have ever seen. It's ridiculous. You've both helped a ton at cutting down on the number of Synthestor victims, you know. Shouldn't that count for something?
Toko's
Sounds
right.
a little bit like
There's no
Phoenix
reason
Wright,
to beat
man,
yourselves
put it
up
that
over
way.
this.
That Soga dude said he wouldn't do anything improper with her, right?
Ah, Miss Kasugai.
Any word on Kati's whereabouts?
Nothing yet.
Oh dear, I certainly hope she's all right.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you lot, but I'm tired of sitting here and worrying about her. If we got no new info yet, then let's get out there and find some.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's split up so we cover more ground. She must still be in Akiba somewhere.
Got it.
You bet. Let's get moving.
You ain't going, Shion?
I'm certainly concerned for Kati's safety, but I actually came to speak with this gentleman. So, are you available to talk? How about we have ourselves a chat while we aid the others in their search? We can take the park area just before the station.
Shion can now change her outfit.
She's a good girl, beloved by all, that Kati. I truly hope she's unharmed wherever she is. Sorry
I
to
know,
change
right?
the subject,
Her
but
route is
I
one of the
wonder if I
best.
might ask you a few questions.
Her and Toko's are the best too,
Firstly,
in my
have
opinion.
you been experiencing any physical abnormalities of late? Perhaps feeling a bit sluggish, or having your legs give out from under you, or maybe some slight dizziness?
Funny she says that.
That's good then. If that should change, however, please be sure you let me know immediately, all right? As it happens, when analyzing that blood sample I took the other day, Patty, you're all right.
I've come to get you.
She's not herself. She's being controlled.
Come to get you.
What do you mean you've come to get him?
Can't sustain. Body breaking down. Need to help him, or else
What?
his future Soga will protect.
I don't understand.
Come. Come with me.
I won't let you take him. You can't just come and drag him away like that.
If you won't listen, then I'll have to take him by force.
I don't think we have any choice but to fight. If Rin is correct, she should be weak to sunlight like all the others now. So let's strip her down. I got this.
Let's do this right! Here we go, huh? Here we go! Storm power! It's all for me!
Please lend me a hand.
We did it. We've stopped her. Huh? Hang in there. What's going on? You're burning up. It's just as I thought. You're not well. Please, stay with me.
As
I know, right?
said, need to help him.
It's a shame there's no ending with
Or
Kari.
else.
All right. I believe you. You can take him to Soga if you must. But I have one condition. I'm coming along. He is not to go alone.
Very well. I'll show you the way. Follow me.
Can you stand? Here, prop yourself up on my shoulder. Good, good. If you have the energy to make inappropriate comments, I think you'll get through this just fine. We're headed to see Soga. I know it's not ideal, but nothing good can come of you dying on us. In fact, if you die, then everything we've done will be meaningless. So think lively thoughts. I'll make sure you get through this okay, no matter what it takes. Interesting. So the organization is using the construction site for the new Radio Kaikon building as its headquarters.
Oh, look who it is.
Ms. President. I mean, Ms. Former President.
Well, well, if it isn't Sakaguchi. So you do have ties to the organization, just as I suspected. Impressive work keeping me from proving it all this time.
Never mind me. Why are you here?
Why, indeed.
She's here because I summoned her.
Soga, sir!
Actually, it's only the boy I summoned. The other one's an unexpected bonus.
Oh? Is there some reason I shouldn't be here?
No, you're quite welcome, I assure you. By all accounts, you're a rare prodigy in the fields of medicine and biology.
Presidents
Elected
for our
CEO at
hearts.
such
Yeah,
a young
definitely.
age. You are, or were, like a modern-day noblewoman. And since you've come, I can only assume you intend to help us realize our goal. Or perhaps...
Let's just say I'm listening. Though, if you want my help, I must forewarn you. It'll come at a price.
Oh? And what might that be?
First, you release Kati Raikkonen. And second...
Let me guess. I save the boy's life.
I see we're on the same page. Those are my two conditions. Do we have a deal?
One more to be 3 wishes.
This is all I can do right now. You won't last much longer as you are.
Soga, sir! You promised that if I drove this woman out of the company, you'd...
The lady and I are speaking, Sakaguchi. And I prefer not to be interrupted again. Besides, it wasn't you who drove her out. As I recall, she left of her own volition, no? So, everything is as it should be. And if you misunderstood our terms, that is strictly your fault.
My deepest apologies, sir.
Now, back to the matter at hand. In regards to your first condition, Kati will be released shortly, though not before I erase a few of her memories. You understand.
As long as she's safe.
As for the boy, the affliction he suffers runs deep. I cannot say for certain that I'll be able to cure him right away.
What? But that means...
Please, hear me out. I intend to do all that I can. First things first, I'd suggest he be adorned with this rosary. That should help keep his Night Eater side under control. His case is a complex one, having been transformed from a synthester to a Night Eater's familiar. I fear the two powers are fighting one another within him, placing the very structure of his body in danger of breaking down. With that rosary suppressing his Night Eater blood, however, he should feel slightly better soon.
You do seem more stable, at least for the moment.
So, have I cleared your conditions then? For now, I'm afraid I have work to do. But when I need you, I will call.
Understood. I suppose we can't very well go back to the Akiba freedom fighters now, can we? As I said before, please don't worry about me. Things do look bleak, but we've learned one very important fact. Your physical ailments come from the conflict between your synthester blood and the Night Eater blood. If we could isolate one or the other and remove it from your body, or perhaps... I can't promise immediate results from this, but I believe there may be something I can do for you. For now, though, you absolutely need caloric intake to help your body recover. In my professional opinion, we should go for some curry.
Damn.
We're gonna quickly save because we're at the point where the story's like switched now. From this point on, I've not done any of this on this save, so there's no need for me to be skipping through dialogue, which is good.
Apparently, our new business associate stayed true to his word and released Kadi. Toko emailed me about it just now. But now she's turned her concern on us, since we've essentially vanished off the grid. I suppose we can't exactly tell her we're working with Soga Kagutsuki, can we?
Fortunately, it won't be necessary for you to associate yourselves with Mr. Kagutsuki any longer.
Well, if it isn't Sakaguchi, what can we do for you?
I regret that it's come to this after Mr. Kagutsuki went to such great pains to win your cooperation. But, well, to get right to the point, your participation within the organization is less than ideal for me.
Because you're worried I might have a look at your Synthister research, I presume?
What? That's... Well, that concludes your exit interviews. Now, let's give these two their severance packages.
Sir.
Oh, a fine lot we've drawn, offending the main villain's whiny sidekick. How are you feeling? Are you up for a fight? This could get a bit unpleasant. Of course, you'll have me by your side, so shall we teach these brutes some manners? I got this.
Stay down.
The wicked must be punished. It's not over yet. I feel better.
Like a demon.
I think it's time for bed.
You okay?
Please lend me a hand.
Stay down.
The wicked must be punished. It's not over yet. I feel better.
Like a demon.
I think it's time for
You okay? Don't make me angry.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Whitey Zofo. That's pronounced.
Let's go. Here we go.
Turn off
Here we go. Got help? Here we go. Real?
Please, I'm opposed to violence. I guess you do have a point.
Using the synthesters to further your own business ambitions is rather shady, I'd say. And perhaps a bit too heavy a burden for a mere underling like you, Sakaguchi.
Shady? What nerve! I'll have you know the syntheser's somatic cells display properties that could be used to treat otherwise incurable illnesses and, well, suffice it to say, my research could save countless lives.
Furthering medical science is a valiant goal indeed. But you never truly cared about that, did you? You only wanted fame and fortune, no matter what you had to do to achieve it.
You were studying them too. Are you going to stand there and tell me you weren't planning on profiting from them yourself?
Right now, I have only one goal I'm working toward. Studying the synthesters is secondary.
Don't tell me it's to rescue that boy, is it? Because that would just be absurd.
What's so absurd about it? I've fallen in love with him. Who are you to tell me that such feelings should have lower priority than my professional ambition?
Well, that escalated quickly.
You mean to tell me you hadn't noticed? My whole reason for helping the Akiba freedom fighters was because you were there. The heart wants what it wants, no?
I'm still here, you know. You're still talking to me. And I've still got the organization behind me, 100%.
Sadly, I'm afraid that isn't so. The organization has no use for pawns who can't perform their tasks.
Mr. Kagetsuki, sir!
What a sorry state you're in, Sakaguchi.
I can explain.
You know I only require Daishi Home Pharmaceuticals. There's no reason their representative need be you. In fact, if she'll cooperate with us, I do believe Miss Kasugai would be far better suited to that role. She is, after all, worth a great deal more. Consider this your notice of termination.
No! Think of all the funding we've provided. We gave you your base of operations. And we proposed the plan to give the synthesters performance enhancers. Oh, I proposed that plan. Me!
Performance enhancers? Ah, yes, that drug of yours. You and Xenia worked independently on that little experiment, no?
I know, right?
I'm content simply fueling the synthesters with my own will. But then, what I seek is only the purest life energy, untainted by those vile drugs of yours.
How can you say that?
Begone. Get out of my sight.
Why me?
Now then, my apologies. I do hope he wasn't a burden on you. I knew I would have to remove him sooner or later, so you have my thanks for helping to put that unpleasantness behind us.
That's quite all right. I assume by your presence that you had some idea he might attack us?
I was not unaware of the possibility.
All right, so you put us in harm's way to carry out your dirty work. I'd say we've earned a few answers, wouldn't you? I want to know what your goal is here. Why you've subjected this town to such chaos. I want to know what merit there is in filling the streets with synthesters.
Very well. You are already complicit, after all. The synthesters are merely the groundwork for a much larger plan. My ultimate goal is the town itself. I intend to turn Akiba into a perfect, dark utopia.
A dark utopia?
Once I've done that, I'll be able to gather life energy from all over Japan, nay, from all over the world. And then the Night Eaters will finally take their rightful place. Our people will rise from the brink of extinction to the heights of glory.
Just to be clear, when you refer to the Night Eaters, you are including Shizuku and Rin, yes?
Of course. They have grand roles to play in the coming world order. And I'm expecting great things from you as well. You and that magnificent brain of yours. I have no doubts of your commitment to the cause. Now, I have a task for you to perform. I'll come and meet you afterward. So please, do feel free to take your time and enjoy your work.
I stand that.
A dark utopia, huh? How does he plan to pull that off, I wonder? If his plans involve hurting innocent people, then I agree. We have to stop him. Whatever we do, we have to be smart about it. We make our move only after we've learned all there is to know about Soga's plan. We should return to the organization's research lab for now.
Wait, what? The game still thinks I have a weapon drawn. That's kind of funny. No, this piece of shit again.
Let's go.
Yes!
Yes.
Here we go!
Ready and waiting. Oh.
Begging us for money, yet he had money on hand. That's kind of ironic.
So how are you feeling? The color seems to have mostly returned to your face, at least. Though, you have a rather dark look in your eyes, and I don't think it's from physical discomfort. Come on now, you know we can't do that. I brought you to the organization for one reason, and one reason only. And that's to save your life, to find a cure for whatever it is that's going on inside of you. Well, not that we don't already know what's killing you. It's your duality. Synthester and Night Eater both, all in a single body. In the end, as necessary as it may have been at the time, it's Shizuku's blood that's done this to you. Imagine what she'd think if she found out about that. There's no doubt in my mind she'd blame herself. She'd be crushed under the weight of her actions and fall into a deep despair. Which is all the more reason I think we need to solve this problem on our own, before we tell her anything. There must be some solution to be found, some means to save your life, and we can't rest until it's in our hands. Though, I fear our time may be running out. Not to mention the looming threat of Soga's dark utopia.
Ah, there you are. Come. I think you'll be very interested to see this.
Interested to see what now? What in the world?
Operation Arc. It intensifies the power of will, and so it represents the very core of my plan for the dark utopia. To put it simply, it's a sort of blueprint.
I'd like to take a closer look, if I may. Interesting. So, this is where all that siphoned energy ends up, then?
That's correct. And very soon the system will spring fully into life, extracting the energy from every living being in Akihabara. Without the need for the synthesters, I might add.
So the life energy you've gathered so far is solely being used as fuel to power it?
Exactly. And the moment I switch on this device will be the moment my dark utopia becomes a reality.
Then this machine will serve as a source of new life for the Night Eaters.
However, there's a problem. The system is set to begin its first boot-up test shortly. But someone has been stealing life energy away from the synthesters.
The Akiba freedom fighters?
No, they don't have the means for a grand-scale metaphysical heist.
So, there's someone else at work here?
Everyone I've sent out to learn more has not returned safely. Which is why I'm sorry to say, I feel it's best I ask you to look into this matter personally. The system is still lacking in life energy, you see. It needs more than it's been given. You have chosen wisely. It would seem the majority of disappearances have been occurring along the side streets.
Side streets it is, then. Come on, let's see what we can find.
I await your successful return.
Damn it! Why are you doing this? I thought you were on our side.
Oh, look at Zen.
Never mind that. Just give me more life energy.
What's going on here? Is that Xenia Amo hunting synthesters?
Did you? Oh, what great timing. Here, you take care of him. I'm out of here.
Stop! Curses, he got away. Long time no see.
Again.
Why are you hunting synthesters?
What business is out of yours?
None yet, but I'm sorry to say that's about to change.
What? What is the meaning of this?
The hell are you wearing?
It doesn't matter. Regardless of your motive, I will not allow anyone to stand in my way.
Then here you shall fall, Amo. Let's go. Ready and waiting.
Here we go.
You're not going to succeed! That's work. You're not going to succeed! It's not possible! It's not possible! Damn! Still not enough?
I'll spare your life, but only if you promise not to hunt even one more synthester.
Hold it right there. What the hell are you doing? The ruckus was coming from over here. Hey!
The Akiba freedom fighters. This doesn't bode well.
It's you. What are you doing in a place like this?
And you're with Shion and that Amo creep. What the hell's going on?
Ugh, this is as far as I go.
Crap! Off he goes.
Tell us what's going on.
Let's go. We achieved what we set out to do. We'll head for Main Street and lose them in the crowd.
Wait! Where do you think you're going?
Please, stop!
Miss Kasugai, can't you please give us some clue as to what's happening?
Come on.
Wait!
Um...
So it's Xenia who's been hunting the synthesters, is it?
He gave no indication as to why, though.
I suppose even he can have an original thought every now and again. Xenia, hard to believe you're still alive.
Have you managed to collect all the energy you need?
I have. Soon, the system will awaken. And when it does, my dark utopia will be realized. You two need only watch the events as they unfold.
My, this is happening quickly.
Yes, but there are still other preparations to be made. Perhaps now would be the time to tour Akiba and burn its image into your memory. The last moments of the great otaku mecca.
Well, I'm not about to burn the last moments of the great otaku mecca into my memory. But I do think it might be worthwhile to step out for a moment and see what's happening. Let's head to Akimori's shrine. If that system is successfully activated, I'm betting ordinary humans wouldn't be able to get anywhere near that construction site anymore. Including me, of course. I have an idea. But if this idea fails, my life and yours will both be in grave danger. Still, I do believe it could work. Or rather, if you really want to become human again, I think it may be the only way.
My poor name.
Ooh, that's the spirit. I do so love that aggressive side of you. Now, here's my plan. Before the system's boot up is completed, we steal it. Oh, I have a good idea what to do with it. Don't worry. Since the system was built to store the life energy collected from others, that means one of its basic functions must be to regulate that energy. If I'm right, we should be able to harness that function and use it to regulate the flow of life energy within your body, essentially remaking you into a human being once more. It's the only thing left we can do, even if our chances of success are, admittedly, not very high. But you know what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm aware just how desperately risky this particular measure is. Yet, despite all that, I want you to trust me on this one. Thank you. And should this plan of mine succeed, I have a request for you, for when you've become human once again. Will you hear me out? If we make it through this, I want you to stop calling me Ms. Kasugai. Call me Shion. Really? You promise? I'm sure you've been calling me Ms. Kasugai out of respect, since I am an older woman of relatively high social standing. Still, I just think it might be nice to be addressed casually, as an equal or even a friend. I mean, for whatever else I may be, I am still a girl deep down. Did you just snicker? You're a brave man standing up to evil without a care, but when it comes to women, you still have a lot to learn. Once this is all over, Let's both go back to the Freedom Fighters HQ and beg everyone's forgiveness together. But until that time comes, we need to focus on winning, on defeating Soga Kagutsuki. I wouldn't worry, though. You're like a good luck charm. When push comes to shove, I know you'll shock the world with what you can do. Come on, let's go. Let's go secure your future.
Did you need something?
I'll cut to the chase. We're here to take your machine.
Pity. I thought you were smarter than that.
Oh, but I am. In fact, I'm always right about everything.
I expected so little of you, and yet you still come up short.
Your plan is sick, and I won't let you use this system for it. I'm going to use it to save this boy's life.
Now that is disappointing. If nothing else, I believed you were at least a woman of logic and reason. But here you are, about to sacrifice your future for that brat.
This isn't a sacrifice. It's an investment in a whole other future, a brighter one.
I see.
But there is one thing I still don't understand. And that's why you let the synthesters loose in Akiba specifically. Why here? Why make this town into your dark utopia over any other?
We're an ancient race, we Night Eaters, descended from the gods themselves. Long ago we existed as earth deities, and the piety of our human subjects was all we needed to sustain ourselves. And it was a simple task to remain pious, as it required nothing more than respect for nature. We were a part of nature after all. So in return for that respect, we watched over the people of this land, guarding their civilization. But now, take a look around. All people cling to in this day and age is their own selfish greed. Nature has been all but forgotten as these gluttonous fools live their lives in sole pursuit of meaningless desire.
An unfortunate side effect of progress. Nature gives us food and light, but also disease and limitations. We use science and medicine to harness the good and expel the bad.
Which proves my point. Your people's advances brought with them a sense of entitlement, a soft self-conceit, blighting mankind worse than any natural sickness. But this town is different. Akihabara's particular brand of lust and desire is entirely unique.
Oh? And how's that exactly?
Theft, corruption, deception. These are wants which go against man's natural instincts. They are foul and disgusting. But here, those festering desires are ignored, and in their place is unadulterated lust, but a pure lust, new and untarnished. Here, pilgrims offer their devotion, laying down their livelihoods for animation, for games, for songmakers. A new form of piety has flourished within these streets, in reverence to an entirely new sort of god.
That's ludicrous.
No, it's the truth, and I can prove it. The energy I've collected from the people in this town has been inordinately fine and pure. These people have remained chaste in service to their view of the world. Akiba is utterly awash in unspoiled virginity, and their hymns of praise shall echo through the streets of my dark utopia forever. That is the purpose I have been given. Now, perhaps we two understand one another. But what of you, boy? What makes your life, this life, so worth fighting for that you would condemn the Night Eater's future in order to prolong it? Very well. This is to be a war for survival, then. It's you or the Night Eaters. And I intend to win.
Oh yeah, the rosary, of course.
No! What's happening?
I told you before, the rosary's purpose is to keep your Night Eater side under control. In other words, to seal it away.
Fight it. Come on!
You'll find you can no longer move. What a miserable fate. And you are powerless to fight it. Farewell, boy. Here we go!
Oh, no, you don't!
How noble, putting yourself in harm's way for your little toy.
If I can just get these beads off, it'll be all right. I'll save you. You should be able to move now. Don't concern yourself with me. We're so close. Just a little further. I believe in you.
Pitiful child, playing with forces he cannot comprehend. Face me now. If you think you can carve a new destiny for yourself, then prove it! Come on.
So yeah, we're fighting Soga early Bedlams.
Did you do it?
No, this can't be. I've been taken down by raw power. Perhaps it's my fate to be ousted by a superior force. Truly, you are stronger than I ever imagined.
So, we won then. Which means we get to make use of your machine.
Do whatever you want. I'm through. Finished. I return now to the darkness from whence I came. Though I can't imagine what use it could be to you now.
I'm going to use it to remake him. To make him a human being again.
Huh. What a preposterous notion.
It's all right. Even if the odds are stacked against me, I'm gonna make it work. Just you watch.
As you wish. Try with all your might. Farewell. So much
can do this myself if I need to, but with these injuries, I certainly wouldn't say no to some assistance. I suppose I don't have much choice. I'll give him a call. Hello? Yes, it's been some time, hasn't it? Well, not quite that long, I suppose. No, don't hang up. Don't hang up. I sent you an email, and I was wondering if I might be able to count on you to bring me those parts I listed. Why? Well, so you'll do it then. Well, that's all I could ask for. I'll be waiting. Ta-ta. Perfect. Everything should be taken care of. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, I'll be fine. This is nothing. Ah, he's here. He's here.
Who do you think I am, asking me to do this for you?
Thank you so much, Sakaguchi.
Yes, Miss Kasugai. Ma'am.
Oh, come now. Don't you think you're overdoing it just a tad? That's not important right now. What is important is getting everything ready. Our first order of business is to use this system to rid your body of both its Night Eater and Synthester blood. And more importantly, replace it with ordinary human blood. Piece of cake, really, thanks to modern medicine. Even if it weren't, I'd do whatever it took to save you. Well, I had a younger cousin. The Daishihan in Daishihan Pharmaceuticals is his family, and we Kasugais are an offshoot of that line. The Kasugai family has been practicing medicine for generations now, and the Daishihan family has been in pharmacology as far back as anyone can remember. Two lineages, two separate yet related fields of study. But the Kasugais and the Daishihans were not exactly on the best of terms with one another. Still, my cousin and I were close to the same age and quickly came to regard one another as brother and sister. And we decided one day that we wouldn't let the divide between our families keep us from working together and saving lives. That's the short version, anyway. Only, he died before he had a chance to see that dream realized. He was sent abroad by his overzealous parents trying to show up our side of the family, and he had a mental breakdown. I didn't even know what was going on at the time because I was so busy with my research. I was working on my thesis at graduate school. He sent me a letter, but it got lost in the shuffle. I never even saw it. I feel like I could have saved him if I'd only made a little time to get involved. And I suppose my guilty conscience got the best of me, because I eventually decided to take a job at Daishihan Pharmaceuticals in his place, so I could save the lives he wasn't able to. Then I became CEO, by pure chance, essentially. And that's when I learned of the Synthesters, whose victims suffered mental breakdowns that seemed all too familiar to me. No medication seemed to help them, but that didn't mean no treatment could ever exist. So I resolved to find the root of the problem, and I investigated like never before, but to no avail. It seemed they, too, were beyond saving. And just when things looked their bleakest, I happened to hear about you. It sounds utterly ridiculous, but the first time I saw you, I took you for a hero. Your own body was a mess even then, but you were determined to save the people you loved, no matter what, like any hero would. That's why No, I think that's the best place to stop. The bottom line is, don't worry so much. Everything's gonna be fine. Bad luck cowers before the likes of you. I'm Gonna start fine-tuning this system now. You're likely still worn out from fighting Soga, so feel free to rest a bit. I'll call you when it's ready. All right, Shion, stand firm. You're almost there. Just focus a little longer.
Oh, this is really heavy. Oh, why do I have to do this?
Stop whining and get back to work. Well, good morning. Oh, Sakaguchi's harmless, don't worry. I simply had him bring me some medical implements.
This should be all of them. But there are plenty of other people to choose from at the company, you know. Why must I do all the heavy lifting here?
My, such hostility. You realize if this system were to be activated, everyone in town would be in danger, right? And I'd hate to see anything happen to someone who's been so very helpful to me.
I would too. Please, don't get me involved.
Glad to see we're in agreement. We can just call this an act of atonement on your part. Seems only fitting, don't you think? After all, I did recently step down as CEO. Can't imagine why I would have ever done such a thing. Can you?
Fine. You've made your point. I'll help.
That's a good boy. Quietly now, please. Oh, well, actually, I spoke to the head of the family and got my job back as president. Well, naturally, the Kasugai and Daishihan families are majority shareholders, controlling around 60% of the company's stock. Which means
she was able to buy her way back to the top despite my best efforts to drive her out, the little shrew.
You're damned right I was. But Sakaguchi, you really should watch your mouth. Calling your company president a shrew does you no favors.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
So it seems we have some uninvited guests on the way. Those freedom fighters are a clever lot, I must say. Can you move yet? I need just a little more time. So if you could...
Go deal with them.
I'm so sorry. I know you'd rather do anything else than fight your friends. But for what it's worth, Sakaguchi's gonna fight by your side to make things easier.
What? Oh, why me?
I'm busy, that's why. And I'm injured, or have you forgotten? Just buy me some time until everything's ready. They're on Main Street, apparently. Be careful, and go easy on them.
Oh look, it's Pops Yuto.
Found you, you bastard.
Did you really turn heel on us?
They salty.
We know about the Dark Utopia plan, and we know it all hinges on whatever you've got stowed away inside the Radio Kaikon building. And whatever it is, we intend to destroy it.
We've sworn to protect Akiba at all costs.
It's time to open your eyes.
Had to clown on them. I couldn't think of any other response.
Come on.
Here we go!
Pops Barabate.
Gotta admit, you're tough.
Oh, all The real enemy here is old age for me.
Just tell me, why?
Damn it. Why'd it have to come to this?
Looks like some of them have made it to the construction site. Come on!
What did they put in your tiny little brain to make you turn traitor on us?
Weren't you on the side of righteousness?
Well, you don't look possessed, so that's out. Now spill it. What gives?
We are gonna infiltrate the Radio Kaikon site now. Please understand.
Please understand.
If you're
Oh,
not
that
coming with
man.
us, don't get in my way, or I will put you down. I'll bulldoze right on through, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Yeah, me too. Your dumb ass will be mine. Like when we were kids, but all over again.
I don't wish to fight with you, but you're not leaving much choice.
If all we have to fight are these girls, you can count on me for support.
Oh yeah, underestimate our gender. See how well that works out for you.
I won't lose to the sexual predator man.
Guess we're doing this then. Hope you're ready for a beating.
Fucking lie.
Damn it.
Oh no, sexual.
Taken down by a
That's so
lousy
bad.
minion. Ugh.
Line
Can't
was
believe
brilliant.
that was so one-sided.
This is why Shion's
You
route's
move so
hilarious.
fast.
Yours.
I couldn't even see you.
Sis!
I'll take it from here. Rin, get everyone to safety.
Be careful, sis! He's stronger than he looks.
I only just made you my familiar, and here you are devoting yourself to random acts of aggression. No matter what the reasons, I'm the one who brought you into this cruel existence. I'm the one to blame. And so I will also be the one to release you from that fate. I take full responsibility. Let's put an end to this.
Let's go.
Here we go.
How? If I fail here, then this town's fate is...
I think we're coming up close to the end of the route now, near enough. I'm going to save before we go to the next section.
Those were some awfully strong girls. I think that takes care of your freedom fighters.
I'm impressed. You surpassed all my expectations, Sakaguchi.
Hey, I can get pretty serious when I need to.
Everything's ready on this end. I'm going to turn it on now. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. You're the one who's short on time right now. Let's begin the operation. Using this system, I'm going to replace all the blood in your body. So I'm gonna need you to go to sleep for a little while. The next time you open your eyes, you should be an ordinary human being again. Just a normal boy, like you'd find anywhere in Akiba. Blood pressure, nominal. Respiratory pressure, also nominal. Looking good across the board. The body hasn't rejected the transfusion either. It seems like the operation was a success.
I can hardly believe it. There's no precedent for this. This was an experimental operation, conceived of and performed entirely by you, and in almost no time at all.
That's all well and good, but I'm not finished just yet. Would you do me a favor, Sakaguchi? I want you to escape from here and take him with you.
What? What are you planning to do, Miss Kasugai?
I'm going to destroy this infernal contraption. With the system gone, this whole mess will finally be over. Soga's dark utopia will never be anything more than a fever dream, and this town will return to the way it was.
So why are we escaping?
Because if this machine is destroyed, all the life energy inside it will come pouring out. And I'm betting that's not gonna work out so well for whoever did the destroying.
Miss Kasugai, are you saying...
I'm saying I trust you'll get him to safety. Oh my, were you awake this whole time? I'm afraid there's no getting around it. This is goodbye. But I want to thank you. The time we spent together was wonderful. Got me thinking, maybe it really isn't so bad for a woman my age to have a young lover like you. Can't even remember the last time I smiled into the mirror as I have been lately. I was hoping perhaps I could tour Akihabara with you once you'd become human again, but, Well, Sakaguchi, he's all yours now. And you'd better hurry. Won't take long for the system to reach its breaking point. This kind of overload tends to be rather hasty. Go, get into the elevator.
But...
Hurry!
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for thinking of me. And farewell, my dear, sweet.
There you are.
Oh, it's you.
Been 3 months since then, huh? Man, time sure does go quick. And not a trace of the synthesters left to be found. Back to the same old Akihabara we know and love. Ain't even been any plips about those things for a good long while now.
Shizuku went back to her home village last week. She said maybe there's some other way to keep the Night Eaters from dying out. But Rin has decided to stay in Akiba and continue to work as a pop artist for a while.
Hey, any way we can talk you into coming back? Nobody blames you, you know. And I'm sure Shion had her reasons for joining up with the organization.
I feel the same way. I know you must have had a very good reason to do the things you did. And you two are the ones who saved me after all.
It's Shion, ain't it? Guess even 3 months ain't long enough to forget somebody like her, huh? Well, you'll probably never forget her, but you know what I mean.
I'm so sorry. I believe in you. I know that you'll find a path of your own in time.
Just remember, no matter where you go or what you do, you'll always be part of the Akiba Freedom Fighters. You're
I know,
welcome
right?
back here anytime. You got that?
No ending for Cardi, sadly.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, it's been 3 months, hasn't it? Considering you never had a post-operative exam, you seem to be doing quite well. But never mind that. I haven't been frantically searching the town just to make small talk with you. Please, follow me. Time is short, so we need to hurry.
Yeah, this route's pretty cool. It gave Cardi a bit of an extra purpose as well.
Why are you here? Let me guess. This was Sakaguchi's doing. Why does he choose now, of all times, to do something thoughtful? I'm sorry I didn't contact you. You must have been, well, upset, to say the least. Seems you weren't the only one with a penchant for bad luck. I hadn't planned to live through that explosion. Never had the slightest doubt that my life was going to end. And yet... Well, I'm planning to leave Japan for a while, tour the world, decide what I can do and what I should do. Try to find my place, I suppose. And I thought, since I'm going to be leaving the country soon, I'd do well to take one last good long look at Akihabara before I go. So here I am. But I never expected I'd run into you. I was afraid perhaps I'd have second thoughts if I saw you, you know, about leaving. Now hold on. This isn't some sightseeing tour. I have no idea when or even if I'm coming back. I might even wind up visiting a country mired in civil war or some such thing. You're acting like a fool.
I thought you'd certainly be back at your old life by now, and you have your friends in the Freedom Fighters, don't you? Yet, you're willing to throw all that away for me? I suppose, in the end, that's the kind of sheer idiocy Big Sis Shion loves about you. Hey! Keep your voice down. I never thought I'd fall for the lure of finding true happiness. But then, this is quite the moment we're having, isn't it? All right, what the hell? Let's do this. Let's leave Akiba behind us and fly off to the next great stage, wherever it may be.
There we go. It's Shion's route done. Pretty fun route, to be honest. It changes quite a lot of things up. It's also the same route that you fight Armo the most in. Because you fight him an extra time. We still have one more route to go though, which will be done, I guess, next stream. It'll be the sister ending, and the sister ending is quite short. You don't even get to go towards the end of the game, really. You get like 6 missions, and when you do them all, you get like a default ending with them. Yeah, out of all the routes, Toko and Shion's are my favourites, to be fair. I mean, Shizuku and Rin's, they're alright. And then you have Kari, who you can't have a ending with whatsoever, which kind of sucks. Alright, we'll skip the credits, we've seen them before. Okay, so we now have Shion, who's now playable, brainwashed Kari, Sakaguchi, and other residents of Akihabara that require this route to unlock. Yep, we can play as Shion if we so wish. Main character has been unlocked, you can also select that. Yeah, Kaito has been unlocked as well. Yuto, Pops, Zenya, Sakaguchi, Soga. Invisible clothing mode has been unlocked. You get to see everyone in their underwear. Amazing. I might actually do that for the sister ending, maybe just for lols. I mean, I may as well. I've got the mode unlocked, so Soga's long boots and the standard again. Oh, we've got Shion's white lab coat, medical mask. Of course, you got the rosary as well as an accessory. That's pretty alright. Then we get kicked back to the main menu. I think most of the screen would be filled up by now. Yeah, Shion's now on the screen. She wasn't there before, but now she is, which is quite cool. And yeah, next time around we're going to be doing the sister route. I'm going to put the game into options whilst I sign off for tonight. I had fun. It was Shion's route's always a blast to do, to be honest. How long have I been live for? Oof, just over 2 hours. Nearly coming up to 3. Yeah. So this is going to be the perfect opportunity to leave it off here then, since we've done Shion's route. Right, that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be catching you in the next one. Until then, ciao for now.